Here's an example, a session we call How Not to Be Mean and Nasty.
The reason that we do this workshop is that sometimes violence doesn't just happen, in a relationship, but, I'm sure you guys see it in the school all the time. Girls are mean to other girls a lot, and guys are mean to other guys. So it's important to recognize that and to learn how to deal with that in the school, because sometimes that may happen more often than dating violence happens.
Okay, and what we'd like to do first to get started, think about a time when you've said or done something really mean to somebody else, and write it down just so that only you can see it. Could be another girl, could be anyone.
So now that you're done, I want you to take the piece of paper and fold it in half. And then fold it in half again. And again. The next thing I want you to do is pass the piece of paper to anyone else. Exchange your pieces of paper with someone else.
Somebody else that you'd want to give it to.
Okay, and exchange again.
And one more time. Okay. Now, I want you to take whatever you have in your hand, that piece of paper, and I want you to throw it in the garbage can.
Thank you.
How did you feel about that?
Worried.
You what?
Worried.
You were worried?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it about that made you worried?
It's just the fact that I did something nasty and it was actually written down for anybody to see.
Right. You're worried. What were you feeling?
I felt guilty because after you write it down and you think about it, it sounds a lot worse than the time you did it.
Really?
Definitely.
I was just worried, if someone saw, what would they think of me?
Yeah. It's one of those things where you think about how you're mean if you did it with other people, and it's everybody's doing it, and then, it doesn't seem so funny afterwards when you really think about it.
Think about the thing that you did mean to someone. How do you think they felt? It's a really important connection because they do feel the same feelings that you all felt here when you were passing it around. Very scared, very vulnerable, very out there for anyone to just attack.
With girls, I find that they use being mean to each other as just a way to make themselves feel better about themselves.
Sometimes it's just really small things that just sort of annoy people and they can just pick on you for it.
I find that a reason we're mean too is because we're always in constant competition with each other. Who has the best looking boyfriend, who has the nicest pair of jeans.
They pick on you for anything because they're jealous.
How else do girls act mean to girls?
I think girls show their meanness almost always verbally. Sometimes girls get in big fights, but not very often. It's mostly all verbal, which I think it hurts the most. Because they just attack each other.
A lot of times some girls use gossip or rumors or something ruin somebody else's reputation.
Yeah.
And that way they can feel better about themselves and put that person down.
I think that with guys it's less emotional. And that if they're going to settle something, they're going to settle with a fist fight and get over it. And with girls, it goes on.
Girls torture each other over a longer period of time.
And they drag it on.